What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So I see that Stephen A. Smith continues this asinine argument that Donovan Mitchell is the greatest talent in the history of the Utah Jazz organization. And he bases this on the fact that he says that nobody's been able to do what he could do, which is his ball handling ability, his ability to shoot from mid range, from three, taking it to the rack, all of that, right? So first of all, that's not what he said before. He said that he was the greatest player in history. Now he's saying the greatest talent. Okay. Um, let's just look at this here. I could make an argument, first of all, that when all the things you're talking about, ball handling, shooting from outside, taking it to the rack, things that people like as far as skills is concerned, I could make an argument that Deron Williams was just as good, if not better, in his prime. Deron Williams, look, Donovan Mitchell shoots 45% from the floor in an era where defensively it's a lot easier to score. He shoots 36% from three, about 83% from the foul line. He does average 24, 25 points a game, whereas Deron Williams was still playing in an era where point guards were starting to score a little bit more, but they were still expected to be facilitators, right? So I could argue that Deron Williams had handles. Deron Williams could shoot from outside. He was 36% too for his career. Same percentage, 45% for the floor, but was playing in an era where defenses were still better than what we see today. All right, there was still some defensive resistance. And Deron Williams was a facilitator, which is something that Donovan Mitchell is not very good at. So I can make an argument that prime Deron Williams is better than prime Donovan Mitchell. Secondly, if you're talking about the best talent as far as ball handling and shooting and as far as mastery of shots, where the fuck is Pete Maravich? Now, if you're just talking about Utah, okay. But Pete Maravich, I mean, look, it's getting to a point. The disrespect toward Pete Maravich is just getting ridiculous now. It's getting absolutely fucking ridiculous. It's getting up there with the disrespect toward Bob Cousy. I'm just, I'm just, it's just frustrating. You got motherfuckers that'll tell you Tyler Hero could go back to the 80s and be a superstar. Just dumb, stupid shit like that, right? Then he said Stockton was offensively limited. What do you mean by that? Do you mean as far as being able to create his own shot? I mean, I tell you one thing about John Stockton. Was he the flashiest motherfucker? No. Could he dribble between the legs and cross people up and all this shit? No. But one thing I remember about John Stockton is that he played on both ends of the floor, had one of the highest basketball IQs in the game, perennially led the league in assists, one of the greatest pass first point guards we've ever seen, and was a tenacious defender in his prime. And he shot 50% from the floor for his career. I think he shot over 50% from the floor for his career, if I'm not mistaken, despite the fact he played 19 seasons. 38% from three, 82% from the line. But yet, he's offensively limited. You're making it sound like he's Rajon Rondo, which he wasn't, because he could shoot the basketball. He just didn't shoot a lot because that wasn't his role. He played the traditional role of point guard. You gotta remember, Stephen A. Smith. Remember how you was criticizing Stephon Marbury 20 years ago, right? You was criticizing Stephon Marbury 20 years ago for shooting too much and not facilitating enough. Because point guards were still expected to be facilitators. Come on, bro. You're better than this. And then you limit Stockton and Malone to like just you make it sound like Malone wouldn't have been what he was without John Stockton. Okay, look, they both benefit from each other. Let's not act like Karl Malone just got layups and alley oops off of John Stockton. Like all 36,928 points were either free throws, layups, and dunks off of assists. Come on now. Karl Malone didn't have a lot of moves, but he did score a lot of points off that jump shot, off that fall away jumper. I don't know how many points he scored off of uh you know what I'm saying, fast break baskets. Yeah, he did benefit from John Stockton. But I do know this. Karl Malone had a knack for getting to the foul line, like James Harden. He was a bull down low. And you know what I'm saying? He was he was a decent rebounder. Not the greatest, but he give you about 10 rebounds a night, 10 or 11. And he was a beast. And he was a two-time MVP. You can't be a two-time MVP and you're fucking limited. And you look at all the all the Jazz players that played there that you're disrespecting. You're disrespecting Stockton. You're disrespecting Malone. You're halfway disrespecting Deron Williams. You're disrespecting Pete Maravich. You're disrespecting Adrian Dantley. Come on, man. And you can make, and to be honest with y'all, if you watch Utah, Donovan Mitchell is partially part of the reasons why they suck sometimes, why they fail. Because he doesn't get other people involved, and all he does is shoot the basketball. And sometimes he doesn't score efficiently. One of those games that they lost, he had 32 points, but he jacked up 29 shots. Only made 10 of them. Who gives a fuck if you score 32 points, but you miss 19 out of 29 shots? That shit ain't pretty. But all people look at is just the point total. Because most people are casuals, and all they care about is how many points you score. Donovan Mitchell hurts his team a lot with his shot selection, man. Greatest talent. Well, I tell you what, you only can go but so far with that greatest talent bullshit. You're the greatest talent, but you can't get out of the fucking second round of playoffs. So whose fault is that? Whose fault is it? Quinn Snyder? Rudy Gobert? Or maybe it's the guy who's yakking up 25, 30 shots a night, but only making 37% of them. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, there's never been a championship team in the history of this league where you had a 6'1 guard yak up 25, 30 shots a night on low percentage, and you think you're going to win. And by the way, is he this great lockdown defender? So at the end of the day, man, I'm so sick of people with this stupid ass argument about, well, if you're this great player, if you can just do all this tremendous ball handling shit, and man, fuck all that shit. That shit's been debunked time and time again. Whether it's James Harden, Kyrie Irving, this motherfucker, I'm just sick of this shit, man. Oh, I mean, he has handles all the world. Oh, this guy's this, that, and the other. And, Anthony Davis will be the most skilled power forward, and he ain't shit. The guy that's offensively limited, Giannis, fucking eats him alive every fucking goddamn time, man.